All right, Walle. So, having beaten Mim 16-2 and only having lost one match so far in this tournament, is there any reason why you would be satisfied?
We're not satisfied with losing to MIBR, that's for sure, but we've managed to stay in the tournament and we get to come back tomorrow after a great game from us versus NYM, so we're satisfied after all.
What was the key to winning 16-2? I mean, you don't win against a team like Mim by that margin very often.
No, you don't, and I think as soon as we get rolling, if we get a good start, we can finish really good halves, and we haven't been able to do that in this tournament, or not in a lot of matches at least. We get the gun around the fourth round and we win all the situations, and it's about doing that. You got to win the situations. It's so small margins in 1.6.
Having been so successful in this tournament, I guess you could say that Zed is fitting in really well, right?
Yeah, you could say he does. I mean, he's a great player, and both in-game and outside of the game, he motivates everyone in a way Abdi couldn't, and I think just in general, having Zed motivates everyone else too. We've come up with new tactics, and everyone is playing more on top of the game, and overall Zed is a really good addition.
You once said in an interview that Zed can get on your nerves. Is that still the case?
No, not in the same way. I mean, I never had a problem with Zed, but I know people do. I was always good friends with him, but sure, he's a one-of-a-kind person.
But you don't think the same is going to happen to him as did happen with Get Right, because Get Right obviously played the Extreme Masters 2 finals, and then he got replaced by Spawn. You don't think that's going to happen with Zed?
No, I don't. All of us know Zed from before and know what he's about, and the problem with Get Right for us was he just didn't fit in socially, and Zed does. Get Right is an awesome player, but we wanted it to work outside of the game so everyone can enjoy it too. And since we all know Zed from before, we know what he's about, so no news there really. He's just like 2 years older now, and that's not a bad thing.
Get Right is now playing in another Swedish team, and the Swedish teams are coming. You actually lost to one that didn't, well, wasn't SK, that wasn't Fnatic, and it always used to be about SK Gaming and Fnatic. Now at this tournament you're better than Fnatic, but do you think that the other Swedish teams like Blank, Evil Zone are going to have a say in the future as well?
Actually, we lost to Get Right at DreamHack. That's kind of weird. But anyway, we have some really good up-and-coming teams in Sweden, and it's been a really long time since we had it. So I think it's really fun to see, but it's too bad they don't have the sponsors to go to these kinds of tournaments, because I think they could do some serious damage if they did. Evil Zone and Blank. Blank for sure, they're a really good team.
What do you think about the US American teams who are actually going to face one, Evil Geniuses, in the next round?
I think they probably surprised everyone here. I mean, not only EG, POV, and I don't know how all the other teams did, but the Americans have stayed in for a long time, and you have one team in the, whatever you call it, consolation final, playing us, and I think it's really good for the scene, and no one saw it coming, none of the Euros at least.
If you win against EG and make it to the final against Made in Brazil, are there any things you're going to change compared to the last game you played against them?
Yeah, we're probably going to change a few things, and if we play those two again, we're going to try to, I mean, just outplay them. It's always hard to play the same map again because, you know, they're going to change things and we're going to change things. We're just going to aim for a better start and not, I mean, we had 2-11, I think. That's not okay. We got to get into the game faster than that.
You will have a very busy month coming up. Is there any member of your team that doesn't cope too well with all the flying to different places?
Not that I know of. No one complained about it yet. I think everyone's very excited to go to everything, and it's going to be one hell of a ride, I think.
Are you aiming for top 3 at every event? I mean, probably you are, but are you expecting to get top 3 at every event? Because that is probably really hard to go to so many tournaments in 1 month and be really good at every one of them.
Yeah, we've been feeling like we've become better as a team when we added Zed and we came up with a lot of new stuff, and I think we have the ability to come top 3 on all the tournaments, and that's what we're aiming for. We think it's realistic, but you can't really, you don't know, but top 3 seems realistic to us. It does for sure.
Well, now that you've played one tournament, teams are going to know a lot of your strategies. So I guess you have some new ones still in your pocket that you're going to pull out at some future tournament?
Yeah, that's a good point, because we're going to have so many tournaments, we're not going to be able to remake a lot of it, and we could get anti-tact at the next Extreme Masters tournament. But we're going to go home to Sweden after this and play IOL, Inferno Online League, and we're going to have time to sit down and boot camp some more before the next Extreme Masters event. So I think we have a little bit of an edge on all the other teams, because we're going home and we're going to continue playing, and we can fix everything that was wrong here.
You've played Counter-Strike for a very long time. Now, obviously you're very successful at the moment, but could you imagine still playing in 2 years, in 5 years?
5 years seems far away, it does. 2 years, yeah, I could imagine that. But I don't know, it's been feeling like the CS 1.6 scene is gonna die any year for like 5 years in a row now, and it never goes away. And still, I still enjoy playing it, and I think realistically 3 more years tops. I'm gonna be too old. It won't work.
And what about your nickname? Do you think a lot of people are gonna make a reference to the movie that's coming out, which is just called Walle?
They have been doing that, and they still are, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm not gonna either.
You're not going to see it?
No, I don't know why. I just don't want to. I'm tired of all the jokes, though.
All right, well, thank you very much. Good luck against Evil Geniuses, and maybe you even win this whole tournament.
All right, thanks.